how can we deliver clarity to our team members, to our customers, to our clients, so that they can not only confidently take action, but be proud of the action they took. And that is advice for me right now as much as it is for you and your team. In today's episode, we are diving into how to help people take action confidently. But we're also reflecting on a very personal situation that is happening right now. I have such a clear example of how lack of confidence equals inaction, frustration, negative emotions, and all of that good stuff. Welcome back to the What If It Works podcast. This is episode 64, where we are diving into how to help others and yourselves take action faster. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the What If It Works podcast. I am so glad that you are here. Today, we are taking a magnifying glass to a very personal situation that occurred and really utilizing this story to showcase how when there is a lack of confidence, people do not take action. So if you are unaware, I am in the process of writing a book, and last December really got into writing a bunch of chapters and just kind of getting ideas out of my head and onto the page. Then I got very busy at the beginning of 2024 doing lots of presentations and just trying to keep myself up and moving with my business, that the book kind of took a back seat. Over the summer, a few of us here in town decided we were going to start writing consistently so that we could move our books forward and move our ideas forward. So over the summer, we were meeting on a regular basis every Friday, and we were really trying to generate some momentum with our books. One of those times, we found a book proposal course that we would have the opportunity to work on and write our book proposals. Just so those of you who are unaware, in order to write a book, you typically need to send a letter to an agent. They then request a book proposal and some sample chapters. You send them, and then they decide whether or not they want to attach themselves to your book and then go find you a publisher. And so in part of that journey, I got signed up, and I am heading off today, when you are listening to this, on October 16th to Cincinnati to take part in this course and also have the opportunity to be at a writers conference. So if you are listening to this in real time, check out and vote or Impact to Influence on social media, because I will be keeping you up to date about what's happening at the writers conference and how the writers conference goes. In order to attend this in-person part of the course, a few weeks ago, we attended a virtual part of this course where we were given all the information on how to write the book proposal, an outline, a template, and then, best practices and things like that. And I was so excited. Now, I will tell you that when I started writing the book last year, I was really focused on creating a certain version of my book. And I was able to get stories and, anecdotes matched with content, matched with research, matched with action steps that people can take very quickly, because I was so confident in the direction of the book. Now, fast forward, over the summer, I really started second guessing my content. Has this book already been done? Is this type of content already out there? If people are watching me speak, is this really what they want after they attend one of my presentations? And I started second guessing myself. So over the summer at the workshops or Friday writing club, I was really only working on the outline and stories and matching, again, content and action steps and all of that great stuff. So I have this bare bones outline for an entire book. An entire book is outlined. And then I took this writer's workshop and I started second guessing everything I've been doing. Everything I want to write about, out the window. How I want to pitch my topic, what I want to call the book, what I want the book to be about, all these ideas. And I've just been flooded with ideas since August, mid-September. So many ideas that I couldn't even write one section of the book proposal. Literally brought me to tears because I now had to commit to what I was writing. And I didn't know what I was writing anymore. I got extremely in my head about it, sat down to write this book proposal maybe 15 times in the last 4 weeks and just could not do it. Every time I sat down, I just kept like running through ideas. Should I go this route? Should I go this route? Should I go this route? Hours upon hours of me not taking action, of me second guessing myself, of me thinking a lot about it, but not doing anything about it. Fast forward, 2 or 3 of the sections of the book proposal were due to the woman running this course last Thursday. And now I had a very busy week last week, and I knew that going into the week. So I'd plugged in when I was going to be writing this book proposal. It didn't get done. Friday came. I had all day Friday except 2 coaching calls, and it didn't get done. And then I had all day Saturday, and I told myself, you are getting this done by noon today. You are getting it done. You've started it. You're thinking about it nonstop. Just get the words out of your head and on to the page. 8.5 hours later, through tears, I hit submit to the woman who's running this course. And I send her 2 of 10 sections. 2 of 10. And I'm not even confident in what I submitted and if it will even hit the mark of what I know and I want and I'm envisioning. I hit submit, and then I went and hung out with family. And then on Sunday morning, I was like, okay, this is not what you want. This is not what you've been dreaming about, what you've been thinking about, what you want your name on. This is other ideas that you've just like thrown at the wall because you're concerned and you're not confident in your original idea. And so then I went back to the document. Luckily, it's a Google Doc, so I can mess with it. And when she does open it, she'll see the version, the newest version. And I tweaked a few things and I changed the title. And then I stopped again. And I literally just was like, I don't know. I don't know. And I should know. This is something I have wanted to write for 4 years. This is something I've been thinking about and chewing on in my head. I have chapters written in a very specific format that would be cohesive and have a flow to it. And I'm just sitting here in a frozen state because I'm not confident in what I want to produce. How many of your people that you work with are not confident in the final result or in their solution, in their project that they want to develop? And therefore, they are slowly, begrudgingly muddling through their work because they lack confidence in getting their thing created. I think there's a lot of us out there, and you might be listening to this right now and you're thinking to yourself, Anne, this is me and my business idea. And this is me stepping into a new space within network marketing. And this is me with where I want to send my kids to school. I just haven't taken the action because I'm not confident in my decision. And so here's what I'm going to tell you. We need to cut that person off. I sent a text message to a few of my friends on Monday, who I complained to over the weekend of me being like, this is so frustrating. I should just be able to write this. I'm a good writer. I know what I want to do. Why am I having such a hard time getting words on a page? And so on Monday, I sent a photo of me with my fake acrylic nails. I haven't gotten my nails done in at least 5 years, probably more. But fun fact, I love typing with fake nails on. I just love it. Whenever I was a teacher and I would have, acrylic nails for a wedding, I would always come back to school for the next couple weeks and just love typing. I would just want to write all the emails and do all of the assignments. And I would just want to type everything because I love how it feels to have acrylic nails. I went out and got acrylic nails on Monday morning. And I was like, you know what? I got to be somebody else. Because this Anne that I was last week and the week before, she is not serving me. She is not helping me get things done. She is literally getting in my way. She was standing in my way of what I know I want. And you can hear the emotions just hit this podcast because I know what I want. And I have been working so hard to get what I want. And now this Anne shows up second guessing every other word, second guessing which sentence should go before another sentence, or what's most important and what paragraph should go first. Oh my gosh. I literally have access to an editor to finalize this document. It does not need to be perfect. It just needs to get done with my own thoughts and my own words, right? And then we will edit it and we will make it work. We will figure it out and they will help me. So it just needs to get out of my head and onto the page. And yet, for some reason, the Anne that was at my computer for the last 2 weeks was not wanting that to happen. And it was super frustrating for me. So I go get nails. I went and had a milestone day yesterday. So Monday of this week was my 100th impact presentation. I normally don't celebrate the little things, and nor do I celebrate the big things. And so this was a big thing for me. And I had lined up a friend of mine who lived in the same town that my presentation was in to come do some fun pictures afterwards. You'll be seeing those on social media as well. And I just decided you got to be somebody else because this person that you're being isn't making decisions and she's not confident. And that's why this has been so painful. So I got my acrylic nails. I happened to get a new computer last week. My N key stopped working on my other laptop, which was really hard typing the word connection nonstop in my work. And so I got a new computer. I got my fake nails. I know that sounds ridiculous to a few of you, but follow along. I am going to Cincinnati on Wednesday. I'm flying to Cincinnati. I am then going to a workshop all day Thursday. No one at this workshop knows me. They don't know that I'm being this insecure about my book. They don't know that I'm struggling with getting my message across. They don't know that. So I'm going to show up the confident version of me. And I'm literally probably going to have to talk to myself quite a bit. Maybe I should give her a name. Maybe Confident Anne needs a new name. Either way, we're showing up on Wednesday. We are going to type our butts off on Wednesday so that on Thursday I can get the editing assistance and the support that I need while I'm in person with the woman running this course. Because on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I am going to be meeting with agents to talk about this book. Are you hearing me? It's in my lap. It is ready for me for the taking. And I'm over here second guessing if I should start the sentence with the, or if I should start the sentence with, according to this study. It's wild. But sometimes, friends, we need to become a different version of ourselves to get a different result than what we're getting. And so the last 2 weeks, I have been getting in the way. I have been frustrated. I have been a perfectionist. I have been not confident, and therefore I am not taking action. And so stepping into a woman who does. And I know that some of you are like, Anne, is that really going to work? It sure is. It sure is. Because when we can put ourselves in a new environment, we can have that new mindset and we can show up in the way we want to show up. And that is my plan this week. And I am extremely excited to go out there and do that. Now, let's talk about your team. Let's talk about some of them who are not taking action. Where is the disconnect? Is it that they don't feel their project, their idea is going to work? Is that what's causing the inaction? And do you just need to come alongside them and say, hey, how's that project going? Tell me about it. Tell me about what your plan is and let me hear where I might be able to give you some clarity of where you're going, right? This is what I absolutely loved about life coaching. So when I had a life coach in the past, you painted them this vision of where you wanted to go. And then they helped you guide your actions to meet that vision. And I think some of us are out here just not confident which action, right? Like I was not confident in which words to use. And so we don't use any, and we freeze and we pause and we wait. And that's really not going to give us any result. And so help people get started. Help them take that first step. Sometimes it's just having that life coach or you as their mentor, their coach, to come alongside them and say, tell me where you want to go and let me listen and let me help you get there, right? Now, in my presentations, I talk a lot about being so clear in what actions you need to see out of people so that they can be confident in the action to take. Yesterday, I was presenting my 100th presentation, was actually at a bank celebrating their 100-year anniversary. Like, what are the odds that happens? Like, I just think that's beautiful fate. And one of the bankers said, and I want my customers to make sure that they have home insurance before closing. And I said, okay, I'm your customer. Tell me what you need me to do. And she's like, Anne, I need you to go get home insurance within 3 weeks of your closing date. And I was like, perfect. My closing date's November 1st. So I need to make sure to do that before November 21st. And she's like, no, before the closing date. You need to get it 3 weeks before the closing date. And I was like, okay, say it to me again. And so she says it again. And I need you to go get home insurance 3 weeks before your closing date. And I was like, okay, try again. I'm like, 3 weeks for me is like 2 weeks and 1 day. That's within 3 weeks, right? So give it to me straight. And she's like, okay, by this date, you need to have home insurance. And I was like, great. So I go out, I'm a new buyer, and I get my home insurance. And she's like, right. And then you need to call me. Oh, I was like, you didn't say that. So we walk through when you get homeowners insurance. 3 weeks beforehand, you're going to call me and get me that information. And I was like, why? And she was like, so that I can have your paperwork ready. And I was like, I don't really care about you. Which, if you've been in my presentations, you've heard me say, right? We don't care about you. I am a selfish customer and I only care about me and my time and my needs. So I was like, say it to me again. So we get down to it. When you call me 3 weeks before, by this date, and you give me your home insurance information, I can have your paperwork prepped and ready to go. And I was like, still don't really care. I was like, why do I want it prepped and ready to go? And she's like, so that closing can be seamless. And I was like, now that's what I want. Sell me that. So we got nitty gritty. Here's what I need, by when, so that you can have a seamless closing and a stress-free day when you close on your new house. And you can be so excited to move in, right? How can we deliver clarity to our team members, to our customers, to our clients, so that they can not only confidently take action, but be proud of the action they took? And that is advice for me right now as much as it is for you and your team. I want to be proud of this book that gets created. And in order to be proud of the final product, I need to do the work to get this product idea into the hands of agents and publishers. And so, Anne, for those of you watching, I'm just like choking up because I'm telling myself exactly what I need to hear. And when you put your heart and soul into this book proposal, you are going to give agents and publishers clarity over what they are getting with your new book. And when you vomit the thoughts in your head and get them down on a page, there will be an opportunity for an editor to come clean that up and make it the best version for you to move forward with your book. Which is exactly why you're going to put on your fun nails. You're going to type your little heart out on the plane and tomorrow in the hotel by yourself so that you can have the opportunity on Thursday to get critique and feedback so that going into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Writers Conference, you are confident in pitching your book, your idea, and making connections so that you can get your content in the hands of millions of people around the globe. That makes me feel very confident to go get to work. And I want you to be able to deliver that to your customers, to your coworkers, to your team members, so that they are not only confident in the action to take, but they are proud of themselves when they take that action. What is holding you back? Can you go get clear on what the end result is so that you can be clear in making decisions to get one step closer to that end result? Send me a message. Let me know what you are struggling to take action in, but also in that same message, tell me what that end result is that you want and what small action you're going to go take today. What confident action you're going to go take to get you one step closer to that end result I know you want so much. And if you feel like giving me a little boost, I will take that too. I'm going into a very exciting week. It is going to be just so much fun. I'm trying to stay in the mindset that this is an opportunity for growth, an opportunity for learning, and it's just one part of the journey of my story. And I could not be more excited to take you along on that journey. Thank you for today. Thank you for listening, but please keep going out there and taking action, because that is how you are going to get those results. That's how you're going to create momentum. And that is how you are going to find joy and passion and purpose at work. If you are not subscribed to the What If It Works podcast, make sure you do that so you do not miss an episode. They launch every Wednesday morning. I could not be more proud to be here with you and be on this journey. And we're going to laugh about this episode in the future. I just can feel it. When this book comes out, when it is like a tactical item, we're going to pull this video back of this frustration over a silly book proposal. But we're going to laugh because sometimes you got to be here in order to get there. Thanks for being here with me. Thanks for going out there and continuing to create change.